Hey y'all, it's Rihanna back with another video. And today I wanted to try something new, a new series. I want to call it Riri's Declassified School Survival Guide, and where I hope incoming college students and college students learn what to do, what I did, and what I should have done. Yeah, because honestly, if I could help anyone not end up in this position I'm in right now, I'm gonna try my very darnest. Okay? So, welcome to my new series. So in today's episode, I want to talk about college applications. So this is gonna be for my high school seniors that are either applying early or are starting to apply for college. I truly got this idea recently. I was watching a sermon, actually, hilarious part, and they were talking about youth group and how they want to help the youth, whether that's college applications or just scholarships, like little things and sorts like that. And I realized, like, oh snap, like that's actually a really good idea. How can I help college students in undergrad? And I was like, girl, you got a YouTube channel, you got a camera, why don't you do it? So here we are. So you guys know a little bit about me. Hello, my name is Rihanna. I'm 22 years old. I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin, Hookham, class of 2024, which means that I entered college during COVID, which was 2020. What else? I also graduated high school with an associate's in computer information technology and came into college with 60 credits. So as you can imagine, my experience in college was a little different. I wouldn't say, we'll get into that another video, but right now, yes, that's just a little bit about me. And so this video is really catered to like anyone who needs help with college applications right now. So I'm gonna let you guys know what I did, what I still do, and what I should have done back then. If I knew what I knew now, basically, this is what I should have done at that time. But yeah, let's get into it. So first thing, what I did do. So what I did do, first of all, I started off out the bat trying to get the best grades I can. For me, it was a little more interesting because I was already taking college classes in high school. So I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it was a little difficult to get them A's and those B's, but I did, thank you God. And so my first advice, y'all, try to get these good grades. Honestly, I think that's really what saved me, because I'm gonna be completely transparent and honest. My SAT scores, it was okay, but it was average. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular. I was definitely not in the high percentile. It was definitely an average SAT score. So if it wasn't for my college classes and like just getting good grades, period, I wouldn't have been where I am. So I would say just aim for great grades. I know it's kind of, you should have been doing it since freshman year, so it's kind of difficult if you're a senior now, but hey, never say never, all right? Number 2, apply early. Honestly, I 10 out of 10 recommend, if you could send out these applications early, do it, because it's way less stressful. So by the time you get to second semester of your senior year, you already know where you're going. You don't have to stress, you don't have to worry. All you have to do is literally enjoy your last semester of high school, which you're gonna want to do. So I would definitely suggest apply early. I definitely was applying to schools by October, November. I think the last like applications that I like was sending out was before Thanksgiving. yeah, like during Thanksgiving break, I was definitely getting them out because I did not want to stress about second semester. Like, oh, am I gonna get in? Blah, 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 blah. Like, no, I wanted to know off rip in December what schools, what options, so next semester I could just choose what school I wanted to go to. Second, use these college boards. Let me explain. So I live in Texas, so I can't speak for every state, but I know in Texas, I think our portal is called like College Board. I don't know if it's like that at every state. I'm so sorry. But College Board, it gives you a time period where you could apply to any Texas school for free instead of paying for applications, because let's be honest, we're broke. Like, I mean, yeah, high schoolers, we have jobs or whatever, but like we'd rather spend our money on other things other than college applications. So I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend going to these sites and paying, not paying, signing up so you don't have to pay for an application. Also, another good portal that I did use, I wish I had the link to it. If I find the link, I'll put it in the description box down below. But if you are thinking about going to a HBCU, there's also like a portal for HBCU applications where you send in your applications for little to no money. Like, I think the most I spent to send an application was like $15. So yeah, that's not bad, I'm telling you, because some colleges, they'll try to charge you like $45, $50, and I know that was back in 2020. I can only imagine in 2025. I'm pretty sure that the money or the price of applications went up. So definitely, like, apply to those boards where you pay like maybe one fee or don't pay at all to apply to these schools, because I'm telling you, child, you're gonna need that money for college, so why not start saving now? Okay. Next, this is for my athletes. You guys, if you play a sport, reach out to the coaches. Reach out to the coaches. I wish I did this sooner, but I kind of didn't know how or where to start. Now that I know, I'm telling you, reach out to these coaches. If you have like a school in mind or a coach, do your research. Look up on their coaching, like the site where they have like coaches and staff. Look up their names. If they don't have their information on there, look up on LinkedIn. Some of these coaches are on LinkedIn. Get their LinkedIn, get their emails, and just send out emails. And you guys, honestly, I feel like it's so much easier now to send out an email. Like me, I had to think about it. I was like, oh snap, like what do I say? What do I do? Blah, 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 blah. You guys, look up on ChatGPT quickly, like, hey, I do this sport, I'm trying to get into this school, and email the head coach. What should I include in the email? And I promise you, they will give you a template, exactly what to say, and put in your information. Also, you make sure you have your stats and your film ready to send, so they could already know who you are, what you're about, and ask if they have time to meet with you, to talk with you, because you'll never know. And possibly they could even give you options to, like, if, like, I don't know, if they're not offering scholarships right now, you could walk on. Like, there's so many options. Just moral of the story, reach out to the coach. You'll never know. And that could be free money right there. Well, not free money, but money for you to go to school. Next, what I did do, I asked my counselors and my teachers for help. That's what they're here for. If you need help on your application, on the wording, if you need somebody to just look over it, do that. When I tell you, I think that counselor at one point got on her nerves. I know I did, because I was there every single day. Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you help me with that? Hey, can you blah, blah, blah. Like, I was there every single day. I promise you. Also, actually no, that's more for what I should have done. Yeah, but yeah, that was last for what I did do. Honestly, I'm not gonna say that's the easy part, but I would definitely recommend doing all that stuff. Next, what I still do to this day, you guys, network. Start networking already. Network. If you know you want to go to a certain school, create a LinkedIn account, or even look up like on socials. Like I know a lot of social media nowadays, like people put their school in their bio. Follow them, reach out to them. Hey, like I noticed you go to this school. I'm a high school senior. I'm interested in your college experience. How would you explain your experience at this school? Like I'm telling you guys, I wish I did that. This is kind of like I should have done, but I still do with jobs today. Y'all, reach out to them folks. Half the time they don't mind. They be like, oh yeah, sure. Like, you know, do you want to text about it? You want to call, meet up, whatever, cool. Like I'm telling you guys, reach out to these students, or shoot, even the alumni. Like even the alumni could give you insight that probably the student can't tell you right now because, you know, I don't know, difference. But yeah, reach out to them folks. Be like, hey, you know, I'm a high school senior. I am interested in going to your school. Can you tell me anything about blah? Just reach out. You never know, you know. You might actually get some very great insight, and it'll help you make a decision on what school you want to go to. Yeah. Next, ask people questions. I think I did this for another school. I really should have did it for UT, but I asked for other schools, like what were their housing like, what was the culture there with professors and stuff like that, how did it work with financial aid, because I'm not gonna lie, I think that's what turned me away from Howard University, because I started doing research about like their financial aid system, and I got really nervous because I was just like, that's most of my family, they're either in New York or my main family, which is my mom, is in Texas, and if anything goes down, I'm gonna be stranded in Washington DC by myself. So I was like, yeah, nah. So I would definitely say, like, do your research on the housing. Ask people questions about their experience. I'm telling you, it's going to come in clutch later on. I'm telling you. Just network. Don't be scared. Honestly, it might seem intimidating at first, because I was definitely intimidated when I first started doing it, networking within college for jobs. But I realized people want to socialize. They want, you know, to help people most of the time, unless they're just an a-hole. But yeah, like, network with people. Also, like, already start reaching out, like, if those are coming in, like, for example, what's this year? Class of, oh my gosh, wait, hold on, I'm losing my bearings for a second. It's gonna be class of, how many classes is there? Anyways, whatever incoming class that is coming in, and you know these people are going to the school, start already making group chats. You never know. Meet up, like, for, like, college orientation and stuff like that. Like, just network. Truly. And that's if you already know what school you want to go to. Like, set up a group chat and be like, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I noticed we're all going to this school. We should link up. We should meet up. So you already have friends before going into college. Just saying. That should have been in what no, I did do that. I did that for multiple schools, actually. To the point that to this day, I think I'm in a PV group chat somewhere. Because I really thought I was going to go to PV. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. Next and last segment. What I should have done. This is all my regrets. And honestly, this is probably going to be the longest list. I'm telling you guys. If you don't do any, well, you guys should do what I told you before. But what I should have done, oh my gosh. If I did this stuff, I'd have been so ahead. Anyways, let's get into it. Do your deep research on the school, you guys. I kind of messed up a little bit with UT in the sense of I didn't go so in depth with my research than I did with actual schools that I really, really, really wanted to go to. And it landed me in an interesting position and not in a good one. You guys do your research. Go to a college tour. That's something else I couldn't do for obvious reasons. It was COVID, so I couldn't even get the feel of the school. Look up their process of like, if you want to switch majors, what's that process? Not saying you're going to want to, but like just in case, make sure like look up on Reddit, like what's the school culture? How do they feel? If you're a BIPOC, y'all look up how it is for us, and like, is it a safe environment to even go to school in? Because let's be honest, like some places I wouldn't want to go to school at. Like, what do you mean they're lynching bodies? So just do your deep research on the school and see if this is where you want to be, because let's be honest, once you're there, you're most likely going to stay for the next 4 years, unless you really, really, really hate the school, and then which I've seen, and people would transfer. So yeah, deep dive, be on those Reddit chats, look on TikTok, like do everything you gotta do, like actually look up the school before you make a decision. Next, your major. I'm gonna speak on my unique experience because I'm sure like it's different depending on the school, but me, I only picked one major, and then it was like, okay, what is your second option? And I should have thought about that way longer. I did not have a second major in mind, because I ended up coming into the school undeclared, and that was a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So yeah, of course have your first major in mind and like already like come with that, but if you don't, come up with a second option, like truly second options, third, fourth, how many ever options you need. Come up with like options in mind of different majors you possibly want to do, so you don't get trapped being undeclared. Like, because I don't think that's good either, I'm gonna be honest, because especially with me coming in with 60 credits already, my basic courses was already done, so it was interesting. So yeah, one thing I would have definitely done differently, have a second major in mind. Of course, like, you know, big ups to your first option, but make sure you have a second one in mind. Next, on what I should have done, a pro and cons list for every school. I feel like if I seen it physically, the pros and cons of each school that I had options for, I would have definitely made a better decision on what school I was going to. So yeah, this is for the ones where like you guys are trying to choose and see which school to apply for, because like I said, these applications could get expensive. So like, what if you apply for a school and then after you realize, oh, I don't even want to go to that school because you did the research? So definitely make a pros and cons list and see like, is this even for you? Just saying. Oh, and I'm sorry, back to what I did do. You guys, apply to multiple schools. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not do it. At least have 4 in mind. At least 4. Because I can't imagine I apply to one school. That's too much anxiety. And I don't get in. Apply to at least 4. So we could get to this point where it's like, okay, pros and cons. Anyways, back to what I should have done. I should have asked myself questions of like, will this school support who I'm becoming? I think I was just thinking in the now of like, oh, this school is perfect for me now, but is it ask yourself these deep questions like, can I really see myself here in the next 4 years? Are they supporting me in what I need now? Are they going to support me later for what the things I need then? And then last but certainly not least, oh my gosh, I cannot stress this enough. You guys, when you guys are choosing where to apply and what colleges you want to go to, make sure that is your decision. Not your mom, not your friends, not your parents. Make sure it's your decision. Because honestly, truly, this will be your first decision. Well, I'm not going to say your first decision in life, but this will be one of these major decisions that will determine your life and your future. Don't let your family get in your head and be like, oh, you should go to this school. Oh, you should go to that school. Like, I wish I really sat down with myself and be like, is this where I really want to go? Because I'm going to be honest, if I really sat down with myself, I probably would have ended up in PV. Granted, I'm not saying PV don't have